Alrighty. Well, now I'm live on YouTube, but probably not on Instagram. Let's see. Ready to get this ball on the road. We're going to be talking about content planning. I'm going to show you guys exactly how I plan my content on for social media, for YouTube, for Instagram, for Facebook, for LinkedIn. Too bad I am not live. I'm going to do it this way. I'm going to go live this way, the old-fashioned way. All right. Sorry about that I can't let you guys see my screen on Instagram. We're talking about content planning. The main problem people talk to me about getting their content posted to social media, whether you're a creator, whether you're an entrepreneur, is to be consistent. And in my opinion, there's no way that consistency can happen without planning. So this process is specifically designed for entrepreneurs, for busy people like me who have full-time jobs, who are also trying to run a business, trying to get new clients and new business, trying to grow their business with social media. And if you're here and you have a business and you may be wondering, do I really need a social media presence? My answer would be yeah, because traditional media, you guys, what we're used to, television, magazine, newspapers, they are just not the go-to sources that they used to be. I mean, they still have an audience, but most of us are getting our news and our entertainment online. And it is like right now, traditional media is trying to play catch up in a game that they already lost to social media. And it's because of this, and so that you don't have to play catch up, that you absolutely must have social media presence for your business, whether you like it or not. And I don't mean just a here and there type of presence. I don't mean whenever I have a few minutes, I'll try and go post something about my business on social media. I'm talking about a consistent presence in order to reach your potential clients and customers. However, I'm well aware that it can be a challenge to do that, to try and keep up with your social media presence while you're also running your business. And I know it's a challenge because I'm there. I am you. I run a business and I have what's basically a full-time job on top of that. But in order to get to my business goal, which is basically to help more people like you, I had to figure out how to have a consistent social media presence for my business while also working a full-time job. But how? I know that's the big question. How do you do it? And that's what I'm going to be sharing. That's what I'm going to be sharing with you guys today. How I get it all done. So showing you exactly how I do content planning as a busy entrepreneur. But before I start showing you all this stuff, I want to give you some advice. Don't worry too much about my exact process or the exact tools that I'm going to be showing you. What I'd really like for you to do is to be inspired by my process and to use that inspiration to create your own process and your own workflow that's tailor-made for you, that you can actually execute and stick to it. So let's get into it. And like I said, you guys on Instagram, I'm so sorry I cannot share my screen, but when, listen in, and when I finish this live stream, I will post this video to YouTube and you can go and watch there and see all of the visuals there. So tonight I'm going to go through, number one, how I organize my content ideas. Number two, how I easily edit my content. Number 3, how I create thumbnails for my YouTube content. That's seriously important. Number 4, how I then get bite-sized chunks of content for short form platforms like TikTok, like Instagram, like Facebook, like LinkedIn. And last but not least, how I schedule all this content. So I'm going to go pretty fast in order for me to fit everything in, but I can go into any of these processes in more detail. Just leave me a comment and let me know that you'd like more detail on this or that. So, in order for you to create content that is going to allow you to consistently show up on social media for your audience or your clients, as I mentioned earlier, it starts with one thing: planning. Brainstorming and planning is the first step, and it's the not so secret sauce to consistency. And my planning process starts with that brainstorming. When I'm brainstorming, I may need to do a little bit of research. What are other people posting about in my niche? What questions can I help answer for potential clients? What issues can I help them out with? Sometimes I ask ChatGPT. Sometimes I ask my audience. Sometimes I do a little Google search. And as I'm getting ideas, I put them right here. I'm going to show you where I put them. Right here in my productivity. Where am I? Here we are. My productivity Notion template. If you've heard of template, if you've heard of Notion, if you use Notion, drop me a comment and let me know. Right now, this is the best tool for me as a solopreneur. As someone who doesn't have much of a team, it's basically me and a couple of VAs. So this is actually a template that I downloaded from YouTube, and in the description of this video, I'll leave the link to where I got it from. It was a free template. A YouTube creator created it. I've tried several templates. This one is the simplest and most straightforward for me. I've customized this one a little bit to add like my own filming checklist because I'm constantly forgetting things. I've got a little document here for inspiration for how I'm going to hook or start off my content. But as I'm starting to brainstorm, I just write the idea here in this column. And then I set a status for it. You'll see that some of these have already been posted, but maybe the first status is just the idea. I may put in a filming date and I may put in a posting date, and then I'll always put which platform I want to post on. And additionally, I can add some files like a thumbnail, or I could even add a file to the video if I want to keep it handy. Within this template, I'm going to show you 2 different ways that I can track my information. This one is pretty straightforward. Just inside, when I open up this document, I'll just copy and paste my notes and my script in there. That's good enough. But in this one, same topic, I've actually got a template that I copied from another Notion template. So in here, I can put my script, I can put my YouTube description, I can put keywords that I want to use, I can put cards that I want to use, that I want to point to. I can put a lot of different things in here. That's a little bit more advanced, but if you just want your notes for your video or your outline or however you do it, you would put it there. So that's where I start out. The next thing is, let's just say my video is filmed. Come on. Okay. Sorry, y'all. The next thing is editing, right? I'm not going to go through filming. Filming is a whole thing in itself, but I will tell you that I do batch film. I'll try to film at least 4 YouTube videos and 2 to 4 original short form pieces of content in one day. It takes about 2 hours. Period. My videos are really short. So for editing though, I really like to use this program called Descript. Say Descript or Descript. And the reason I like this for editing, especially for my videos that are just basically talking head videos, you can see here, it actually gives you a transcript of what you're saying. So when you start to play, YouTubers are hanging up their cameras, and you might want to think about doing that too. Audio. But before you hit that unsubscribe button, please hear me out. What you do to edit it, I'm not here to rain on anybody's parade. Quite the opposite, actually. You see how I started and stopped right here? What I would do is just delete this part right here, and that would edit that part of the video. Boom. Or I said it wrong again. Go in here, delete that. And therefore, when I start playing the video back, I kick things off with a little bit of a reality check. I don't have any. But let's kick things off with a little bit of a reality check. So it's really quick and easy. You might want to use Descript to edit. Let me see. I don't know if I can see the chat. I haven't used this platform in a very long time. Where's the comments? Where's the scene? The scene is comments. No, the scene is let's go back to me. So we've gotten through brainstorming, and we've gotten an easy way for me to edit. From there, you would just download that video and upload it to YouTube. It works really well. Now, if you're wanting to add B-roll, if you're wanting to add on-screen text, if you're wanting to add music, yes, yeah, I'm sorry that you can't see the, y'all want to say, we don't want to see you, we want to see the screen. I guess I could do that. Flip it. Flip it. Come on, flip. You don't want to flip. Why is live so unresponsive? There. Ah, shit. Don't make me cuss. I'm live. Does it just take a while? There we go. So hopefully you guys on Instagram can see. Let me move it over. It's not the best because I've got it on my big screen over here. That's Descript. And just to show y'all real quick what I was showing them earlier with my Notion template. Like I said, you can watch this on YouTube and get a much better view. I've got my ideas, I've got my status, I've got my date, I've got what platform, and I just keep this running list and change the status on them. Love Descript, but as I was saying, you probably can't do a lot with it as far as B-roll, as far as music, as far as maybe you could do some text overlays. I haven't really fooled with that. But I don't know where my comments are. Let's move on to thumbnails. You guys have probably heard of Canva and probably use Canva. It is my go-to for thumbnails. I've got a whole file with YouTube thumbnails. On Canva, there are tons of pre-made thumbnails. See, I use this one right here, that one, to make this thumbnail. Also this thumbnail. I just changed the colors, added my own picture, and put my own words there. So I just have a file that I just keep going. I created this thumbnail. I created this thumbnail just based on these templates over here. Super easy. I think you can do a lot with the free version of Canva, and I take full advantage of it. I don't have very many, I'm not very good at designing. So I cheat a little bit. And use Canva. I'm still trying to figure out the technology, y'all. Okay, moving on past the thumbnails. So I've got my video idea, I've got it filmed, I've got it edited. Don't wait until you're ready to post your video to do your thumbnail. Do your thumbnail in advance. And in fact, I should have put thumbnails before the filming, because you should actually know how you're going to package your video before you film it. That way, that will inform your content. If I say my video, my thumbnail, my title is going to be "Stop Vlogging If You're New to YouTube," then I need to start my video off saying those words. I need to say, this video is going to be all about why you don't want to vlog if you're new to YouTube. It all needs to connect. And sometimes the experts say, if you can't figure out a great way to package, a compelling way to package your video with the thumbnail and the title, then maybe you shouldn't even do that video. So I probably should have put the thumbnail first and then talked about the editing and the filming. So after that, I'm ready to do some repurposing. And my go-to tool for repurposing, one of them, is an app called Munch. So I do create some original short form content on all of these platforms, but repurposing for me works well to try to fill in some blanks and to keep my consistency on the short form content platforms up. So this app is called Munch. What you do is import your video, and that video, this app uses AI to go in and grab pertinent parts of your video that are going to make sense. Not all of them make sense. This is a video I think is only 5 minutes long, and look how many short form content it picked up. So let's just see what this one looks like. I am absolutely sure you've helped countless clients achieve their real estate dreams, right? And now it's time for you to shout it from the roof. It creates the captions automatically. I can move the captions up, I can move them down, I could change the color of the captions, and just go from there. I am absolutely sure you've helped
There.
countless clients achieve their real estate
So
dreams,
these are
right?
short form
And now it's time for you to
videos
shout it from
that
the
are
rooftops or, from YouTube.
excerpted
You can share
from my longer form videos that I can go ahead and post on all the different social media platforms that I want to post on. It's called Munch. It's a small monthly fee. I don't remember how much it is, but it's not that expensive. Maybe it's $20 or $30. And it does all of this automatically in just a few minutes. That's been a lifesaver for me. Then there's scheduling. So I've got long form, I've got short form. I've got it repurposed, I've got it edited. I've got my thumbnails. Now comes scheduling. Well, scheduling on YouTube is pretty straightforward. Plus, you'll probably, for long form content, you'll probably want to do some other things over there like do your description and your tags and your screens. And you do that and you can schedule it. I can do those 4 YouTube videos. I can get them all scheduled for once a week or twice a week or however I want to schedule them. But that short form, I don't want to be just popping on all these different platforms posting. So my favorite tool for scheduling is Loomly. And what Loomly does is allow you to take that short form content, upload it. These icons are all the different places I'm going to post, and this timestamp is at what time and what day. And also, I can move them around on the calendar to make sure that my calendar is full. Maybe I get more engagement on the weekend, so I want to move this one. It's not moving. Anyway, if I weren't on live, I'd probably be able to drag and drop. You can drag and drop. For your social media, I can look at one of them. It's got the video. It's going to be on Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, on YouTube. It'll ask me for a title. I put that title in there and it automatically. So when I said YouTube scheduling, it's easy to schedule long form. This is for scheduling YouTube shorts. So I don't really need to do a thumbnail for a short. I don't really need to do much to it except just post it. So now, once I have all these things posted and ready to go, and you can see that I'm posting once a day, all I've got to do is pop into each one of the platforms once a day at one fell swoop, check to see if there's any comments, check to see if there's any questions, be sure I'm engaging with my audience, and that's it. So that's my workflow. One thing I didn't have a chance to go in today, because this is didn't have time to talk about, it's file organization. That's also a really important part of your workflow. Where are you going to store and save all these files? The drafts, the raw footage, the B-roll, the music, the finished videos. Where do you store them all? I've been experimenting with a couple of different places. Definitely save long term to an external hard drive. I definitely like Google Drive for works in progress, easy to grab and share with my editors, easy to grab and share with, to platforms like Loomly or Grab It for Munch. And I do use Dropbox for some other types of long-term storage. I'm not in love with Dropbox. I'm just going to have to tell you. I'm not in love with it. They are very secure. And that may be part of the problem, that I have accessing my files from within certain platforms. But
I'm using it for something. It's cheaper per storage. Do I think people will be transitioning to YouTube with the ban of TikTok? I have no idea. I don't think TikTok is going to be banned. I may eat my words, but uh, best believe YouTube and Instagram are licking their chops, just waiting to see, is this platform going to not be around so we could get some of those ad revenue dollars. Um, I still don't know why I cannot see comments. You guys on YouTube, I'll tell you what, I can do this, are leaving comments. I can see it. Yes, you can use Descript for uh, YouTube, for podcasting. I'm saying Munch, Lindsay, Munch, Munch. I like Loomly better than Later. And it's really, Lindsay, it's just really because of the user interface, just feels a lot more friendly for me. I always get tripped up. I used Later for a while, but I always get tripped up on how Later Later's user interface works. And plus, they were having some issues with scheduling Instagram Reels. They may have fixed it. I saved all my raw files to an external drive and then lost the drive. Oh, Lord. Don't lose the drive. Not lose the drive. Can a YouTube channel die? Of course. Stop posting on it. Descript is for editing. I'm glad I can finally see. This is not like I thought it used to be. What editing software do I use? I use Descript for simple editing, but if I'm really wanting to zhuzh it up with some B-roll, with some extra footage so that my content isn't so doggone boring, I'll use Final Cut Pro or iMovie. Make sure I answered all of y'all's questions. I remind you what I use Munch for? I use Munch, and I will share that screen again. Munch. And there are other platforms that do this. I'm going to try them out. I've been hearing about them. It takes your long form content and it chops it up into shorter forms, and you tell it, what do you want this for? I said, I want it for TikTok and Instagram. It'll say, cool, how long you want the clips to be? I'll say, no more than a minute. And then it will do its work and come out with these. And you can, sometimes they end funny or they start off funny. You can actually go in to the Munch and you can, extend it a little bit or trim it off a little closer. Like I said, you could take this, move it here. You could take the subtitles and the styles, and you could do different effects, different colors. They auto highlight some words. What text color? I can change it from white to blue. That's going to be in the auto highlight. I can change the text, make it bigger. There's a lot of stuff you could do. I usually don't. I just usually just go ahead and use what they have and then export it, import it right into Loomly, or if I want to, import it right into the platform that I'm working on. Let me go back here. So Later gave me issues too, busy day. It gave me issues and I didn't like it. And can you bring it back to life by posting consistently? Yes, Adri. If your YouTube channel dies because you don't post on it, you can bring it back to life. It's going to take you about that much time to build it back up again, but it can. I realized that with my own channel where I hadn't posted on it for a while. And then by consistently posting, it's brought the views up and it's brought the viewers back. What Munch does on Adobe Premiere Pro, that was so time consuming. The information was helpful. Thank you. I mean, you're welcome. Yeah, give it a try. You can use Descript for long form editing, and Munch takes the long form and turns it into short form. Now, I haven't talked about CapCut. I have used CapCut to edit short form. I have not used it to edit long form. These platforms and these apps are getting so advanced and they're changing so quickly, it's hard to keep up with them. Some people like editing on CapCut. I would just prefer just to go straight to Final Cut Pro, because the way I use Final Cut Pro is more precise. So there's all these different options. What I said at the beginning of this live stream is that don't worry too much about the exact tools that I use. What you want to do is find the tools that work for you and that you like, that you find easy to navigate. For me, it's these 5 tools: Canva, Descript, Munch, Loomly, and Notion. Those 5 tools. Why can't I see the comments on my live stream? There's something I'm just not seeing. There's something I'm not seeing. Yeah, 2006, 2007, just think of what you could have done, Adri, in, that's almost 20 years. YouTube is frozen for me for a while. I'm sorry. Technology, it's hard. I'm trying. They lied. They said I could go simultaneously live on Instagram and YouTube, but this hasn't worked out that well. Stuck at 57K. 57K is a lot. 90% of the channels on YouTube never get above 1,000 views and 1,000 followers. 90%. Just out of curiosity, what do you use to film? Phone, camera, something else? For filming my videos, I am using this Canon ZV-E10. It's new. Why is it new? Because I dropped my other Canon and broke it. Couldn't be fixed. My other Canon was working just fine. So I had to get this one. And I know some people film short form on their cameras. I haven't figured out how to do that yet. I basically film on the front camera of my iPhone for short form. Say it again, please. Say it again about my camera. It's a Canon ZV-E10. I think I had a Canon ZV-1. I don't remember, but it broke. I dropped it. Front camera on my iPhone for short form. Yes, I will list it in the Canon ZV-E10. Boom. There we go. I'm really using a janky feature to look at these comments and reply to them. I'm actually in YouTube doing that. But you guys, I think if you have any other questions about, did I say, Alex, thank you. It's Sony. It's Sony. It's not Canon. It's Sony. Look, I can't see. It's got Sony, big as day. It's Sony, not Canon. Maybe my other camera was a Canon. I don't know. So do you guys have any other questions about my content creation, content planning process that I can answer for you while I have these apps up and while I'm in the mindset to talk about content planning? I'm happy to hang out a little while longer to answer your questions. But I will guarantee there's no way that you can continue to post social media content if you either have a business or a job or both without proper planning and proper organization. And there's tools out there to help you. Chat GPT, I wear it out. Wear it out for ideas. For if I can't figure out exactly how I want to say something, I'll say, can you give me a concise way to say this? I batch create. I've got it on my schedule for once a week, but realistically, it's been like once every other week I batch create because I'm having trouble keeping up with getting editors who can keep up with the editing of it. And, there's a turnaround time on editing. And so it's no need in me having all these videos filmed, except just to get it out the way. It's out the way, it's done. And whenever they get them edited, it's fine. To complete the process, the whole process, the filming process, the batch filming process, Laugh, Faith, Create TV. I'm going to put the Notion template in the description when I save it. Mercedes, I'll put it in there. I have to go find it, but it'll be in there. How many days in advance do you plan? It doesn't matter. Whatever works for your schedule. For me, I may have a Saturday that I say, let me sit down and plan all this content. So I'll pick some ideas. It's like, let's work on this. Let me write my outline. What am I going to talk about? What's my thumbnail going to be? Boom, 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 boom. I may plan 10 videos in one day. I may plan 2 videos one day and 2 the next day. Just get in where you fit in. That's what I would do. So you just don't, for me, I don't want to be planning and filming in the same day. I don't want to do that. That's just going to be too much. It's too much. I want to have it planned, and then I want to set up my camera, and I want to set up my filming, and I want to just go for it. I'll do my makeup, and I want to just go for it. And it works for me, unless you just wanted to have like a content creation day. You say, I'm going to take this whole day for content. I'm going to focus on content. Maybe it is a Saturday or a Sunday if you're otherwise employed. Then first half of the day, do your planning. Second half of the day, do your filming. You could do it that way. There's no wrong or right way. The main thing I'm trying to get across is to be prepared with some type of a plan. Do I hire editors through Fiverr, Upwork, etc.? Do you know them? All of the above. Not Fiverr. I hired an editor through Upwork. I had an editor reach out to me today, an editing company. It looks like they're going to be pricey, but I'm going to meet with them tomorrow. Sometimes editors reach out to me. Kirby Girl Beth, I also found my VA on Upwork. There's a young man named that I heard about yesterday on YouTube. I watched one of his videos. His name is Charlie Chang. And he has a company that Charlie, look at his website, Jane. He has a company where he outsources VAs, because he was talking about, he has like 6 YouTube channels, and he was talking about his staffing costing him about, he has, I don't know how many people working for him, but his staffing costs him $20,000 a month. And I'm like, that's nothing. That is nothing for as many people as he said he had working for him. But then he explained that they were from overseas. Yeah, the content planning process. Yeah, it just depends. For me, I get really burnt out after a couple of hours, so I'll just take a couple of hours, like be focused on it, and then stop. Yeah, yeah, but also I get my VAs and editors on Upwork. What I really like about Upwork is that what I like about Fiverr is you can see their work. You know, it's easy to see their samples of the kind of work that they've done. What I like about Upwork is they have ratings. They have ratings from other people who have worked with them. Fiverr does too, but there are lot more reviews that I found on Upwork. So that is, let me see if there's any other questions. I'm physically located in Austin, outside of Austin, Texas. I'm sorry about YouTube being down for you. But hopefully this live stream has been helpful. I'll be live again next Thursday, talking about something. Y'all tell me what you want me to talk about. This is the easiest way, one of the ways that I can get an additional YouTube video filmed per week without editing, because I'm not going to edit this. It's just live, flubs and everything. You're going to get it. You're going to get all this chaos in my YouTube video. But it is video, and it counts. And it counts for getting viewers and traffic. So, thanks for being here. I'm going to click off on both platforms, and hopefully I'll see you guys next week, and pray that I have better luck with my technology. Bye.